Republican political analyst Mary Katherine Ham was on Bill Maher's panel, usually not too friendly territory for a conservative. Let's see how it went.
The standard of evidence used for the Russia thing for 3-4 years versus the standard of evidence used now in media for Biden and Hunter Biden's shenanigans and fairly obvious influence peddling is worlds apart. Worlds apart. And I would just like, and voters deserve fairness in how these two people are treated. They do not get it, and they sometimes don't get it from law enforcement. Okay, and that's bad.
All right, let's start here, because I know that was a smattering applause, but for the Bill Maher audience in the heart of Hollywood, California, and it's usually just full of left-wingers, that's saying something. And I assure you that wasn't just Mary Katherine Ham's friends in the audience. She makes such an obvious point. The reason that it got a reaction and that people were applauding it is because no one's saying this on a show like Bill Maher, or certainly on cable or broadcast news for the most part. There's something a little cathartic when somebody sits up there and says the obvious truth that no one else wants to acknowledge. In fact, people on Bill Maher's show generally will deny. So thank you. Yeah, it's nice to get a little reaction for that.
Yes, I mean, there's a lot to untangle here, but I'll completely grant you that if Hunter Biden had been Don Jr., if it had been Don Jr.'s laptop, everything would change in terms of the reception. And that seems like an unfair asymmetry. But the background reality is...
Wait, but? Hold on. Full stop. What do you mean, but? This is about to be a very big but. I mean, we're talking Kardashian-sized but here from this guy. Why does there have to be a but? It is so obvious that Don Jr. would be treated differently. So just deal with that and explain it. And, well, this but is not a very pretty but.
But the background reality is we have never had a person like Trump in our politics, certainly not in the lifetime of anyone in this studio.
There's the but. But Trump. But Orange Man. But Orange Man, evil authoritarian who's colluding with Russia. But see, he's missing the whole point here. Mary Katherine Ham set this up with regard to the lack of evidence, in fact, manufactured evidence suggesting that Donald Trump was placed in the White House by an evil cabal coming out of Moscow. And of course, there was no actual real evidence to support that. And now this guy's just saying, well, we've never had anyone like Trump. But well, no, because you've lied about Trump to get to the point where you now think that everything has to change and all the rules have to be thrown out the window because of Trump. You lied about him to make him the monster that you think he still is.
He has shattered every norm. I mean, we didn't even know how much we relied on norms. I mean, we're a nation of laws, but more important than the laws are the norms, like committing to a peaceful transfer of power when you're a president. I mean, that was the most shocking violation of normal democratic principles, I think, in our history.
I agree with you about the norms. And here's the problem. A bunch of people, including in the justice system, looked at Trump and said, he's going to bust all the norms. And you know what we need to do? Bust all the norms to stop him. And that is a very unhealthy decision.
It's unhealthy, okay. I'll grant you that.
Yeah. Thank you, Mary Katherine. Of course they busted. I love that they pushed back. Oh, they didn't bust norms. They had an ongoing investigation, a criminal counterterrorism investigation of a presidential campaign with wiretaps and a fraudulent FISA warrant on an innocent man, Carter Page, so they could gather all the text messages and emails of everyone who worked on the campaign. And then they rolled that into an investigation of an active sitting president with the FBI director, James Comey, lying to his face about it, with anonymous leaks on a daily basis to the mainstream media to undermine that presidency. Those were the norms that were broken, and these guys don't see that? They don't remember it? Or they just won't acknowledge it? But it was at least nice to hear about it. Well done, Mary Katherine Ham.